Hello everyone, my name is Swaf. Inflation. It is a very important factor that is taken into consideration of a country's economy or in investment. So it is really important for the investors and for the government in order to understand what causes the inflation. So now in this video, I am going to talk about what actually caused the inflation, and it is my first daily edition videos. So first, before I actually talk about what are the causes of inflation, I will just talk about uh, what is inflation. Inflation, it is the prices of general goods and services, and the inflation rate is how fast it is happening or how much is the value of the currency it is decreasing over time. So now I am going to talk about the causes of inflation. What are the causes of inflation? So first, there are three factors that can affect the inflation, right? The first, it is the demand, and it is just the demand and the supply. So first, it is the demand. If the demand of the customer rises for a particular good or services, but the supply still remains the same, it means the inflation. It means that goods and services, the producers need to hire more workers or more people in order to produce that or to do the services. And what does that mean? They have the people we have to spend more to do these things. So that means in the producers we have to raise the general prices of these goods. And then next up, it is about the supply and the cost burst. Because like it happened when the demand for that particular goods or services still remain the same or unchanged, but the supply dropped. So that means for other reasons, for example, the cost of producing them or the raw material is increasing. So that means inflation must happen because they lower supply. So we will have to buy more to get them. So that means the producers we have to raise the prices as well. And maybe it's not the cost of raw material, but it can be from the international or inflation or the exchange rate, or because like if some things or some products are transported from overseas, then that means it is affected by the inflation rate in that country. Or it can be from the actual supply, the main supply, and this will happen like in a big scale. For example, in a country that solely gets oil from Saudi Arabia or like from Germany, then if either one of them decided to say we are not going to sell our oil to that country anymore, then that means the supply is really low. And that means that we will have to buy a really, really big amount of money in order to get it. And it is why. And next up, and another is that about the expected inflation. It generally happens because of a phenomenon, knowing that if someone believes that or a business believes that inflation rate is going to rising, then it means the business will try to like increases the prices and the thus making the general prices goes up as well. Or like when the workers believes that the inflation rate is going to rise, then the workers will demand for higher paying wages. And it is just that because and if people believe that inflation rate is going to go down, then people will spend more or and they will just like do everything because they believe. And that means it can have a big influence on how the actual inflation rate is. On the next election videos, and it is just a short video, and I will talk about how does the central banks or the governments control the inflation with the interest rate, and what is the effect of interest rate on inflation, on controlling the inflation. And anyway, I hope all you have a great time, and bye bye.